The question is, the following bonds are being considered by a person in his early 40s for investment to finance his daughter's education at the end of the 10 years from now. So importantly, the information is given that he wants to make investment in such a way so that he will be able to get an amount of, that is, he will be able to get the amount after 10 years. All the bonds are AAA rated. Bond 1, Bond 2, Bond 3. Rate of interest, maturity, yield to maturity and duration is given. A question is there and B question is there. A question is, bond 1, 2 and 3 have equal yield to maturity, that is 6%. Should the person be indifferent between them? Explain. So the question says that, say, whether investor is indifferent, whether he is investing in security 1, 2 or 3, that is a question. I want you to tell me answer. Let us have understanding of the question. See, over here we are required to understand that the question is providing that, say, the yield is same 6%. So taking into account yield, we do not have to take any decision. Why? Because this yield is always calculated on annualized term. The yield is always calculated in annualized term. So we understand that, say, whether the maturity is 10 years, 20 years or 5 years, whatever may be the time period of the maturity, yield is same, means price of the security is adjusted in such a way so that every time return to the investor is 6%. So the very first thing that we understand that in order to give answer of the first question, we can say that, say, from yield point of view, investor is indifferent among 1, 2 and 3. However, there is a point in the question that if at all the investor wants the amount after 10 years, then in that case, whether he is indifferent, the answer is no. Why? Because the durations are different. What investor should do? Investor should make investment in bond 1 or in a combination of bond 2 and 3. That is the way the investor should make investment of the funds. Please write an answer of the question. First point, write down. In this question, comma, from an investor point of view, we have to decide whether investment should be made in bond 1, 2, 3. Next point, we understand that from return point of view, investor is indifferent because all securities have same return. Full stop. In bracket write down return is received over 5 years or 13 years or 20 years is not relevant because return is always in annualized term. Full stop. Third point, we have been provided with duration of the security information and information about time period at which funds are required by investor, that is after 10 years. Fourth point, hence investment should be made in such a way so that duration of portfolio is 10 years. Full stop. Answer for the question, write down. Investor should invest in bond 1 or in a combination of bond 2 and 3. Full stop. Combination of bond 2 and 3 should have duration of portfolio 10 years. Full stop. B part of the question, if bond 2 has, that is purchased at the rate of 80 rupees, face value is 100, at which it yields 6%, which is given to us in the question itself, Calculate the price of the bond at a yield of 6.5%. Assume that the change in the yield has taken place immediately on the purchase. Like that information is given. Should I done answer the second question? Second part of the question can be answered by two methods. I am dictating answer to you and will take any query or doubt if at all you have later on. Calculation of revise the P0, comma, if cost of capital increased to 6.5%. That is a question. Working note number 1, calculation of, that is, first of all I am writing method number 1. Let us answer along with me. In that write down working note number 1, calculation of redemption value of security. So that is the first working note that we will prepare. Friends, over here we have been provided that the bond 2 has maturity of 20 long years. So we understand like this. Year 1 to year 20 and 20th year. Cash flow. We understand that over here that the coupon rate is 4%. Face value is given as 100. So 100 into 4% will come to 4. In 20th year you will get X, that is the redemption value. It is discounted at the rate of 6%, will compute the present value. So present value of the future cash inflow will be calculated. Discounting at the rate of 6%. So 1.06, 20 years factor, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4. So it is 11.4699 and 6% 20th year factor. 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4. 0.3118. So 4 into 11.4699. So that comes to 45.88. Then last year it is 0.3118 into X. The present value of the cash inflow is provided to us ready-made in the question, 80 rupees. Now X will be found as balancing figure. Now again this cash flow series will be discounted at the rate of 6.5% to compute revise the P0. So write an answer. So 45.88 plus 0.3118 X is equal to 80. So 0.3118x is equal to 80 minus 45.88. So X is equal to 80 minus 45.88, 34.12 divided by 0.3118. So it is 109.43. Friends, we have the sufficient information with which we can compute the redemption value of the security. So we cannot make an assumption the redemption will be at face value. Now write down working note number 2. Calculation of revised P0. So what will happen here? 1, 2 year, 20 and 20th year. The amount of the cash flow will remain same. For first 20 years it is 4. And for the last year it will be 109.43. Now it will be discounted at the rate of 6.5%. 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4. 11.0185. 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4. 0.2838. Cash flow into annuity factor, present value. So 4 into 11.0185. 44.07. 109.43 into 0.2838. 31.06. And based on that, so the P0 can be calculated. So 44.07 plus 31.06, that is 75.30. Please write an answer. Chalo, let us see method number 2. It can be done by an alternative method also. In that we can do answer like this. Working note number 1. Calculation of volatility of security. Duration is already there with us, so we can compute the volatility. It is negative D divided by 1 plus K. You already have been provided with the duration information. Duration is 13 years. So it is negative 13 years divided by 1.06. So the answer is negative 12.2642. Negative 12.2642%. Once you make the computation of volatility, then calculation of revised P0. We can see that the required rate of return increases, so the price of the security will fall down logically. What is the current price? 80 minus 80 into, this is the percentage change in the price, 12.2642% into 0.5. Why 0.5? Because we understand that say from 6% it increases to 6.5%. That is the reason. So we understand that over here 6.5 minus 6. So 80 into 12.2642% into 0.5. So 4.91. 80 minus 4.91. So 80 minus 4.91, that comes to rupees 75.09. That is the way the revised P0 can be calculated, and we can see that it is very near to the answer that we have found, and either of the way you can give answer.